Tom Goslowski with you here on 104.5 The Team and 104.5theteam.com. And joining us on the phone lines, she is a former Divas champion when she was in the WWE as Kelly Kelly, and now you can watch her every Tuesday on E! At 10 p.m. Eastern on Wangs. Barbie Blank joins us on the phone lines. And Barbie, I have to ask you this. We've watched a lot of WWE divas and superstars come out of retirement. Any chance we see Kelly Kelly in the squared circle again in the near future?
I like to say you never know. Never say never.
Okay.
So.
All right. We will see. How closely do you follow the WWE now? Have you heard anything about this Divas revolution going on?
I try to catch up every few months and kind of see what's going on and see who's the top diva or the top superstar is at the time and see, the storylines and kind of what they're doing. So, yeah, I've heard about that, and I think it's great. I think it definitely shakes up the Divas division and gives, a fresh take on young talent and gives the veteran girls kind of a run for their money. So I think it's great.
And now fans can catch you every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern on Wags on Ian. You're engaged to former NHL star Sheldon Surrey. How did you two meet?
We actually met through a mutual girlfriend in Tampa, Florida. I was training there, and he had a game he was playing, I guess, the night before, or the next night. So my girlfriend was like, hey, I have a bunch of friends coming in town if you want to come to dinner. And I was like, yeah, why not? And so, we met and sparks flew, and the rest is history.
Sparks flew, so it was love at first sight when you first saw him?
Well, it's funny because we talked and stuff, but I didn't think anything. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, he's hot. But I was like, he's an athlete. Like, I'm in my own world with the wrestling and stuff like that. So we remained friends for probably like a year and a half before we actually started, really dating.
Oh. So what was the proposal like when you guys finally got engaged? Was it everything you had hoped for? I know young girls think about that moment.
Amazing. It was the best. Like, it was so perfect. We were at our house in Idaho. And he had just got done playing golf, and he was like, hey, let's go on the boat. And I was like, okay. First of all, we never go on the boat by ourselves. So I was like, okay, something, but I wasn't thinking. I was like, maybe he's trying to be romantic and be cute. So we went on the boat, and he, drove us into, this little cul-de-sac in the lake that we live on. And he started playing, our song. And he just started getting, really emotional and saying, I can't imagine living life without you, and you're my soulmate, and da-da-da. And I was like, yeah, babe, same here. It still wasn't clicking. I was like, oh, yeah, I feel the same. He's just being really, romantic right now, right? So then I see him go into his bag and, get the ring and get down on one knee. And I was, hysterical. I was like, oh, my God. And he's like, is that a yes? And I was like, yes.
Oh.
And then after that, we had he had planned for, 40 of our friends on, 5 different boats all tied up together. And then his daughters on another boat with, a bunch of balloons. So as soon as they saw us, they let the balloons go, and all of our friends popped champagne. And I was bawling, crying, and everyone's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just so happy. So it was perfect. It was really perfect.
That is an amazing story. Joining us on the phone lines, Barbie Blank, former WWE Diva, now a part of Wangs, which you can catch on E! 10 p.m. on Tuesdays. And it spots some of this relationship between fiancés, girlfriends, wives of professional athletes. What's the toughest part for you? What's so hard about dating a professional athlete?
For me, that I feel like I'm not really agreeing with that whole thing because I've lived it, and I've, been in the athletic world. I've been on the road 300 days a year. I've been away, I've been, more with these people that I'm working with than I have at home. So, I get the whole dating an athlete. I understand their schedule. I understand that there's always going to be guys and girls around. I just get it, so I feel like I kind of bring in a fresh take to the show because I'm I've lived this, and it's, it's not like how you girls are kind of portraying like it is. So I kind of give my 2 cents in there in the show, and I feel like I said, I bring a fresh take on, what it is being an athlete yourself. So.
Right, you have your own fresh, unique take, but maybe some of the other wives and fiancés and girlfriends may not have that take. So what's that relationship like with some of the other females on the show?
I feel like, if you've watched the first episode, you definitely see the girlfriends kind of, attacking me for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you guys, you can keep coming at me, and I'm going to, something's going to happen. So don't poke the bear.
maybe a little K2 move. You bust that old WWE move on one of them?
Well, I'm just saying, I said in an interview a while ago, I was like, Kelly comes out when these girls come at me, and I'm like, sometimes I just can't hold her in, and, it goes down.
So what else can we expect on this season of WAGs? Tuesdays, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. What does the season have? I've seen some of the trailers, I've seen some of the teases. My goodness, drama.
There's a lot of drama for sure, but you get to see our relationships, like, kind of our everyday lives with our significant others. And I'm planning a wedding, so you get to see me kind of plan my wedding, go to different venues and bachelorette and all that kind of stuff that leads up to, our wedding. So I have that going on in the show. You get to see Sheldon a few times, and he's funny because he doesn't love the cameras, but he does it for me. Mm-hmm. So when he's on, it's so funny to see him. He acts like such cool, smooth guy.
Yeah, and he's been around the media all the time. He's a pro athlete. He knows how to handle it. Now he's trying to smooth it up. Oh, that's outstanding. Best of luck with your wedding coming up. If it's anything like the proposal story you told, it's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be fantastic. Tuesdays, 10 o'clock Eastern, WAGs on E, Barbie Blank. Barbie, thank you so much for the time. Looking forward to the season.
Yes, thank you so much.